Most developers walk into AI interviews thinking they're being tested on knowledge. Machine learning concepts, frameworks, maybe a few coding questions. But that's not what's actually happening. AI interviews are not testing what you know. They're testing how you think, under ambiguity, constraints, and incomplete information. Most developers prepare for AI interviews like exams. They focus on learning models, algorithms, and frameworks. But interviews are not designed to reward memorization. They're designed to expose how you think when the problem is unclear and messy. Most interview processes are designed to move beyond surface-level correctness very quickly. If your preparation is based on memorization, you'll feel confident, right until the moment the question becomes ambiguous. This is why many strong candidates keep getting rejected. They answer questions correctly, but still fail. Because correctness is not the main signal anymore. The real signal is how you approach the problem, not just the answer you give. Interviewers are trained to look past polished answers and identify thinking patterns. If your reasoning isn't visible, they assume it doesn't exist, even if your final answer sounds correct. Companies are not hiring AI experts. They're hiring people who can work on unclear problems. Can you break down a vague use case? Can you think in systems, not just models? Can you navigate trade-offs without perfect information? In real projects, no one gives you a clean problem statement. So interviews intentionally simulate that uncertainty, to see if you can create structure where none exists. The first thing interviewers watch is how you frame the problem. Do you jump into solutions immediately? Or do you pause and clarify the objective, constraints, and success criteria? Strong candidates slow down early, because they know framing determines everything. They treat the first minute of the problem as the most important. Because a poorly framed problem leads to a technically correct, but completely irrelevant solution. AI interviews are not about picking a model. They are about designing a system. Where is the data coming from? How is it processed? What happens before and after the model? If your answer starts and ends with, "Use GPT," you've already lost. Most real failures in AI systems don't come from the model. They come from poor system design. That's why interviewers care more about flow and integration than model selection. Every AI decision has trade-offs. Better accuracy often means higher latency. More context means higher cost. Interviewers are testing whether you understand these tensions. Not perfect answers, but awareness of consequences. There is no best solution in AI, only context-dependent decisions. Interviewers are evaluating whether you recognize that every improvement comes with a cost somewhere else. Real AI problems don't have clean answers. There are multiple ways to solve them, each with pros and cons. Interviewers intentionally leave things ambiguous. They want to see how you move forward when things are unclear. If you wait for perfect clarity, you'll stall, and that's exactly what interviewers are watching for. They want to see forward momentum, even when the path is not fully defined. You can have great ideas and still fail, if you can't communicate them. AI roles are collaborative. You need to explain your reasoning clearly to engineers, product teams, and stakeholders. Clarity is not optional, it's a core signal. Clarity signals confidence and control. If your explanation feels scattered, it suggests your thinking is scattered, even if that's not actually true. Most candidates make the same mistake. They jump straight into tools, use embeddings, use fine-tuning, use this framework. But tools are the last step, not the first. Without structure, your answer feels shallow, even if technically correct. This is a signal mismatch. You're trying to demonstrate knowledge, while the interviewer is trying to evaluate decision-making. Think of the interview as a simulation of real work. The interviewer is asking, "If I put you on a messy AI problem tomorrow, how would you behave?" That's what they're evaluating, not your ability to recall definitions. The closer your thinking matches real-world execution, the stronger your signal becomes. Because interviewers are constantly mapping your answers to actual project scenarios. This changes how you prepare. Stop memorizing isolated concepts. Start practicing how you think through real scenarios. Explain your reasoning out loud. Because in the interview, your thinking is the product. Preparation is no longer about covering topics. It's about building a repeatable thinking framework you can apply to any unfamiliar problem. A better strategy is simple. Take one real-world use case. Break it into components, data, retrieval, model, output. Then discuss trade-offs at each step. This builds the exact skill interviews are testing. Depth matters more than breadth here. One well-analyzed scenario teaches you more than 10 surface-level concepts. The real differentiator is not how much you know. It's how structured your thinking is, under pressure. That's what separates average candidates from strong ones. And that's what interviews are designed to reveal. Under pressure, most candidates default to unstructured thinking. The few who stay structured immediately stand out, even without perfect answers. AI interviews are not about proving how much you've studied. They are about demonstrating how you think. If you shift your preparation from knowledge to judgment, you stop guessing what interviewers want and start showing it. Once you understand this, interviews become more predictable. Not easier, but clearer in what they're actually measuring. Subscribe to build an AI-ready career.